is gradually becoming one of my favorite days. Now, for those of you who have been following VNTV for the past couple of years now, you would know that for me, Friday is my day. Cafe. Am I saying the truth?
Yes. I just heard today that Friday is my day by Kelvin.
Friday is my day.
Your day.
Really, let's face the fact. I mean, everybody who is working out there, for the employers, Monday is their day. But for the employees, the staffs, Friday is their day. So guys, welcome to The Opinion, live on VNTV. My name is Kelvin FK.
And I am Makafu. We hope your week was amazing. Kelvin, how was your week? I always ask you this and you tell me about sleep.
Yes, so first
sleeping with passion.
Yes.
I can never forget this word.
Sleeping with passion, yeah. I slept with passion first and foremost. But this week for me has been a very busy week because there were tons of rigging in the Kogi and Bayelsa state elections, and
that issue.
In my office, and I had to respond to a lot of people.
A lot of people are calling your office.
Oh yes, they were calling the office of the opinioners. We give our opinion to talk about this. So today we're talking about trending issues. First and foremost, Ghana government says they want to do what?
They want to open a shrine, national shrine for Juju.
It's alleged though, but the minister has come out to say he was not saying that, but I think his statement was taken out of context. But
the minister said some of the chiefs approached him that since they have cathedrals and then they are even planning on building another one.
Yes.
So why don't they take it into consideration and then also build a national shrine? But I don't get it because I'm like different gods. Okay. So who is going to worship who?
We'll find out who is going to be worshipping who later on. And after that, we'll be talking about Nigerians protesting about the law allowing governments to block the internet. So there is a say no to social media bill that is on social media right now.
Yes,
the hashtag say no to social media bill. A lot of people are protesting, saying that the government should not do that. We'll be discussing that later on.
Yeah.
And after that, not too long, if I'm very specific, last week to be precise, we brought you a couple of videos showing how tons of elections were rigged in Kogi State and Bayelsa.
Yes.
So, interesting. There's been reports that the Kogi governorship election was rigged by APC talks. And still, the incumbent president, governor, I cannot call that man president. I refuse to. You cannot be my president.
It's just a slip.
It's just a slip of a teeth, actually, not even a tongue. Tongue is too big. So we will talk about Yahaya Bello issue later on and have a discussion on the closure of Nigerian land border and see how that is affecting tons of business people who usually use the road for their import and export of goods.
We're going to actually have a guest to discuss that, right?
Yes, two guests actually.
Yes.
One of the guests you'll be discussing.
That one is not mine.
The Juju case.
Yes, that one is my guest. So your guest is the one you are going to discuss about the closure of the border, yes.
So before we
which is really affecting people.
So before we get into the discussion properly, we'll go for a quick turn. We'll be right back.
Alright guys, you're welcome back from that quick commercial break. If you just tuned in, this is The Opinion right here on VNTV, where we get to give our opinions on certain issues without boundaries. And you know what that means, right? We say it how it is and how we feel like it. So Kelvin, we're back from the break and I'm going to ask you this, okay? Say no to social media bill. What is going on with the hashtag?
So for the past couple of months now, the Nigerian government has been threatening to ban social media, most especially Instagram. Yes, they've been threatening Nigerians to ban social media, most especially Instagram. They believe that, first and foremost, the president himself came out to say social media is making the Nigerian youth lazy.
Yeah,
and this is something
that false story.
It's making the youth
which
lazy.
Didn't make sense.
Which did not make sense, and it has never made sense and will never make sense.
Social media is even actually improving some people's businesses. You don't know, eh?
Yeah. So right now, what is happening is that the Senate are contemplating on a bill to allow the government have access to regulate social media, not just regulate, give them the authority to actually put a ban on social media if they want to.
So what is their reason?
So their reason is they want to clamp down on hate speech. They believe that Nigerians, tons of Nigerians go on social media and use us as a platform to bring out tons of hate speech, say stuff that are not supposed to be.
Do you know one thing I don't like about these politicians? They're all about themselves.
Thank you.
You see, with this issue, they were actually trying to talk about in favor of themselves, that the people talk bring false things and against them. You see the senator who was caught on camera, whom his case is still being investigated. I don't know what you guys are investigating, but anyways, who was caught on camera. He's also in full support of this, right?
Of course.
So they are all trying to just silence the mass on what they are doing. Really, it's not gonna.
The reason I feel this is. If you want to look at it from a different perspective, it's a good and it's a bad stuff. If you want to look at it from the good side, I feel this is something that should have been there years back, because in America, for example, they have regulations controlling the social media, so you cannot just go to you cannot be in America and post something malicious or something with hate speech. You're going to be sued for it. Nigerians don't have that. I think if we have that, it's going to actually help. But as you said, what the Nigerian government is about to do is not for the positive side. It's rather for the negative side, where they can control people and put that bill and use that to persecute innocent people for talking bad against them,
and silence the people on the bad deeds that they're doing.
This
doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. So Nigerians are protesting. There's a running hashtag on social media now, and I think if you have a thought or opinion about that, you can join the movement, or whatever post you put, just put the say no hashtag, say no to social media bill. We don't know how far this hashtag is going to go, but according to the information minister, Laya Mohammed, his name is Lai Mohammed actually, but you can translate it.
Lai Mohammed. How is it spelled?
Laya, L-A-I.
Okay, then Laya. When you add that,
nasty liars. So according to him, he's saying that the government is not going back on what they are planning on doing, which means in the next couple of weeks we should expect that bill to be passed on the senatorial level, and when the Senate passed it, there you go. But social media,
this should be an advice. It doesn't make sense.
If it can control
I don't
us
understand.
as a people,
I don't understand why of late the politicians are just coming out with speech and deals that do not make sense.
And Sudi, do you know what on the backside? Something I heard. You know, Sowore was here a couple of months back during the election, right?
Yeah.
Now this man is still in custody, right? Police, did I pronounce his name correct? Sowore. Yes, Sowore. Now, what people are saying is, you know, Sowore is charged because of this social media thing and all that.
Yeah.
Now they want to pass a bill that would actually make them be able to persecute this man.
Oh.
Because as of now, they don't have anything solidly in law to charge Sowore
against him.
So they are looking for a way to clamp down this man. That is just something that is coming up, and it's our opinion. If you have any thought about it, our social media is right there. Put your opinions. We like your comment and a suggestion. But we feel
that doesn't contribute.
If they clamp down on social media, if they regulate social media, if it's going to help the people, fine. But it's for their own good, which we all know. Possibly it's for their own good. We're not going to allow.
Well, you were talking about something earlier that the Americans have some restrictions.
Yes.
Why don't Nigerian government, who is just trying to just ban social media because of what the people say about them, why don't they try to restrict, do the same restrictions, so that most of the things don't go outside, which I don't know, maybe they feel it's embarrassing them or something. So why don't they do such restrictions and then not ban social media?
Yeah. So as I was saying earlier on, I feel that what they are trying to do is not to totally ban social media, but to give them the power to regulate social media. And if tomorrow they decide that, okay, what is happening on this particular platform is not good, they will see it as hate speech or a threatening platform for the nation.
Yeah.
They can just have the authority to block it. As of now, they don't have that authority. But in America, the government has a full authority to shut down certain social media.
Yes. Because
it's being regulated. And I think that is something that should have been in place before the introduction of internet into the nation Nigeria. And I think every other country should have the same, where there are rules and regulations guiding the usage of social media and what content is being posted out there. So Nigerians are saying no to it. A lot of people are saying no. We'll wait to see what the Senate will decide. I think we are still going to wait, but at the end of the day, whatever they will decide, we all know it will be for their favor. It is not going to be for the favor of the people, because the people are not complaining. It's the politicians that are complaining.
It's the politicians.
You see.
Social media hasn't done anything to anybody with the exception of politicians.
Politicians. So it is still the politicians that are bringing the whole saga. That is it for those people. We'll leave their matter for them.
Let's just leave their matter for them and move on. Let's just leave their matter for them and move on.
Now, away from that, let's move into something very, worrying, Kafui. So remember last week we brought a video of how there were tons of riggings in Kogi State and Bayelsa State gubernatorial elections.
Yes.
Do you know what actually happened? After this rigging was made public, after the video we showed last week was made public,
I think I saw people stealing ballot boxes.
Yes, you saw that. Yes. After this video went viral, the chairman, the chairperson, the so-called chairperson of INEC still went ahead to declare the winner of those elections.
How is that? I mean, when I saw the story, I'm like, isn't this same state? I was going to ask you. I'm going to ask about this. I'm going to ask Kelvin about this because isn't it the same?
It's the same Kogi
state that we saw people being shot and died and people stealing ballot boxes. So how did they go on to declare the vote? Where did they get the papers?
The coalitions from Nigeria. So it's Nigeria. They already had the result before they went into the election.
So this clearly shows that people were bribed.
Of course, people were bribed. Seriously.
It shows clearly.
And people were not just bribed. We're focusing on the state right now. The sitting administration, the governor, which is Yahaya Bello, the governor of Kogi State, is allegedly terrorizing that city or that state, Kogi State. Now, there's been tons of reports on how this man refused to pay worker salary for years. The healthcare in that state is not good. There are tons of stuff that are not functioning very well in Kogi State. Now, INEC still went ahead and declared Yahaya Bello as the winner. And the worst part of this
hasn't that man been on the seat
he's going for the second term now. He's been there for the past 4 years now. Now, this is what is happening. During the mega rally or the rally at Kogi State, the governor of Kaduna, Rufai. Producer, am I pronouncing that correctly?
Malam Nasir El-Rufai.
Yeah, Malam Nasir El-Rufai. Interesting name. Yeah, they're all the same. Let's put their names like that. So the governor of Kaduna State, alongside with the chairperson of the APC, was at a rally in Kogi State. And during his presentation, this man, all the way from Kaduna State, knelt down to apologize to the people of Kogi State, telling them,
I think I saw
that. You saw the video, right?
Apologizing that he was sorry.
Yes, they should forgive the governor of the state, which is Yahaya Bello, for all the mistakes. That is to indicate that the party as a body is aware that the man is administering these people by mistakes. Saying they should forgive him because he's a young man and young people make mistakes. This is the question I want to ask that so-called governor of Kaduna State. Are you using Nigerian people's life as a platform for you to make mistakes? How can you say he's a young man, he's bound to make mistakes? These are the affairs of people.
Is bound to. So you're bound to make mistakes when it comes to your people. When it comes to the people you are leading.
This is not fair. It is this same Kogi State that Natasha, the SDP contestant, she was contesting for the governorship. She was mercilessly abused by a so-called Yahaya Bello and his talks.
That man, I don't know, but that man looks like
he's a bunch of trouble. He's
like a terrorist.
He's a terrorist.
Why are you trying to be a terrorist?
He's a terrorist, and that's not all. Under his administration, as I made mention earlier, workers were not paid for years. Now, there was a man who has been, he and his wife has been married for a couple of years, and they had 6 kids at once. How do you call it? Six-plets or whatever. Now, this man six-plets, whatever you call it. This man hanged himself because he was working for government and he's not being paid. He does not have the money to take care of his kids. He hanged himself in that Kogi State. In that Kogi State. Now, I want to show us a video. Let me just read. Remember how I made mention of the fact that the governor of Kaduna State came to Kogi to apologize, to ask the people to forgive them for his mistakes. Now, interesting. This is so serious. This is so sick, actually. Governor Yahaya Bello, who is retaining his seat as the governor of Kogi State, has a different interpretation
of the apology
rendered by the governor of Kaduna. I just want you guys to watch this video before I bring Natasha's video.
So now, if you said that Governor El-Rufai, knelt down to beg the people of Kogi State, probably you don't really understand exactly what he meant. He meant that, okay, forgive Governor Yahaya Bello for providing roads. Forgive Governor Yahaya Bello for providing electricity. Forgive Governor Yahaya Bello for providing security. to the good people of Kogi State. I'm sure you know that Kogi State was a haven for criminals, kidnappers, armed robbers, and what have you. And we reduce them to the barest minimum. Kogi State is the safest state as far as North is concerned today. Kogi State is the second safest state in Nigeria. Remember, we have the number of borders more than any other state in the country. 10, including FCT, will have these borders, with a lot of challenges and prospects. Forgive Governor Yahaya Bello for empowering women and youth. Forgive Governor Yahaya Bello for uniting the states.
Careful. You see, this is very serious. Very serious.
Now, I help myself laugh.
This is the highest interpretation to Governor of Kaduna's apology.
Wait, but
you are apologizing for providing good roads, apologizing for providing good health care, electricity that lights will be saying that even have current self Kaduna people they know they see. And you are sitting down there in your governor's seat making all these jargons out of your mouth when you are supposed to be leading the people properly.
Wait, I'm surprised. I'm like, first of all, are you not there to provide good roads?
That is his job.
Are you not there to make sure the people are okay and are living, not even if they are not living a good life? Are you not supposed to make sure that the people are living? No, you're supposed to live a good life, fine, but it doesn't have to be for someone. Your responsibility is to make sure that the people are okay.
Yeah.
They have good roads, they have education, they have everything that has to do with your responsibility. So why are you apologizing for doing all of these things?
So what is happening now is, I think this is where the problem is. The APC as a body is aware that Yahaya Bello is misusing his political position, his governorship position. That is why the chairperson and the Kaduna State governor will come to such a rally to apologize to the people, asking them to forgive Yahaya Bello. Now, because Yahaya Bello is a youthful, exuberant person who is still planning on making mistakes, he has now given his own interpretation of the man's apology, saying that the man is apologizing that Kogi State now have good roads, Kogi State now have good... See.
I just wish there was a policy whereby when a politician is not doing his work, you can actually take him. You see the way Ghanaians we have this thing that when a chief or a king is not doing his work, they'll just take his no, they will take his sandals or his slippers off, and that means he has been dethroned. So I just wish there was a because this thing shows clearly.
There are tons of policies that are supposed to put these politicians in check. But the question is, are they working? Who is in charge of these policies? Is it not the same politicians? They are the ones in charge of those people who are supposed to be controlling them and regulating their activities. But they're not doing anything. This is very serious because
this is really
the affairs
serious
of the Nigerian people. And let me tell you people something. The youth of Kogi, you people are the same youth that these so-called politicians are using to go and create havoc in your own community where you should be living in peace and harmony. Now, I wouldn't want it to sound like we are the ones saying that there were tons of rigging in Kogi State. Now, no. Natasha happens to be one of the candidates, the governorship candidates that was actually maltreated. You're going to be watching two videos actually, courtesy of Channel Television Nigeria, where she explains what literally happened at her political secretariat in Kogi State and what Yahaya Bello and his team did to her. Watch these videos.
That man, go and come.
Extremely sad because it's quite unfortunate that at this time of our democracy we have got that space deteriorated to a civil war. It's really unfortunate that we have watched the stakeholders responsible in ensuring free and fair election actually collaborate with the APC Kogi State to put forth such violence and such manipulations. Is really, really unfortunate, and it's saddened. So it brings us to question what next? What is the hope for democracy in Nigeria? Are we really progressing, or we've gone back 100 years in time? Yeah, if you want to talk about the campaign era, I think the saga and the fortunate saga actually started the moment I emerged as the SDP's candidate for the Kogi State gubernatorial election. I was disqualified and I had to fight through the court. And it was just on Thursday, the Thursday before, about 9 days before the election, so barely giving me only 5 days of campaign. So I had gone through pretty much a whole lot. and which was clear. I call that a political conspiracy to sabotage my civil rights and just to create an easier path for the governor and also the APC candidate to emerge victorious at the elections. So by and large, when I got to the field, that was on Sunday, I got to Kogi State, and the first unfortunate episode that faced me was the destruction and vandalization of the SDP secretariat. The windows were broken, my banners were torn, the SDP flags were pulled out. And that very night, which was the night of Sunday to Monday, the SDP secretariat was burnt down completely by these same Yahya Bello-sponsored APC thugs. And it's quite unfortunate that the police station was just a few meters away, and these goons stood there for 2 whole hours, not allowing anyone come close to save the building, and they watched it burn down while shooting sporadically with machine guns into the air. Around them were men dressed in the military, or should I say, in the security agents' outfits. We don't know whether they're fake or they're actually real policemen. Is packed amongst the stakeholders as a candidate.
So that was an abusive. I felt sorry for Natasha actually, because Natasha happens to be one of those outspoken women who is bent of bringing out the best, using a political position to bring out the best in her state. She actually wished for the best in her state. But you see, when you have good-hearted people like this kind of people hardly get.
Have you seen what money is doing to our leaders?
So sad.
Have you just seen what money is doing to our leaders? Because what's the name of the people who count the votes?
The INEC, the Electoral Commission. It's the same
yes.
thing. It's the same INEC.
Yes. The Electoral Commission are supposed to give appropriate results.
Credible results.
Appropriate results. And then you just let these politicians bring you money. I'm just saying, because I know this is very true. I'm not going to say that maybe they brought you money. I know they brought you money. Okay, they'll bring you this money for you to pronounce them as the winners when they are not. So and then they'll come and then they'll be do a whole lot of things that, can you imagine, just apologizing for providing good roads. So what actually was
trying to I think I made this statement behind camera. So Yahya Bello's interpretation to what the governor of Kaduna said, apologizing to Koginians, yes, I can actually use it. That works actually. Is that he was mocking the governor. He was mocking the governor because the governor's apology and his interpretation did not correlate.
Why are you being childish?
He's being childish. Exactly what the governor said. The governor said they should forgive him because he's young and he's being he's acting out of youthful exuberance.
Even the youth won't do something like this. Would you do something like that?
I would not do that. But the most
even kids don't do that. So why are you trying to be?
He's trying to just play on the intelligence of these grown-ups.
No.
Now so far, Kaduna governor. Kaduna. Okay, is picking up, fine. But you see, the bottom line is we are not saying the Kogi State. We know for fact that the Kogi State election was rigged. What we are saying is it's high time that these politicians are put to check. And you know the worst part?
I think we do know because looking at the videos we've seen, people stealing ballot boxes, you should know. Yeah. We know.
And
seriously.
That is to show that the APC has been rigging elections for years now.
For years.
And I heard there was a rumor somewhere. I'm taking this super personal because it involves Nigeria.
Yeah.
I would need to be outspoken to let these people who are not doing the right thing to get out of their political seats.
The question is,
not too long,
how?
A man came out to say that a man filed a suit to the court asking the court to re-amend the constitution to allow President Buhari to go for a third term. Are you on drugs? What? Whoever that politician
is. Who is that?
Man, I would not even want to mention his name. Are you on drugs? Do you think the Nigerian people, we watch you politicians uselessly mislead us? Do you think we are going to continue like that forever?
No.
You want the political system to be amended for Buhari to go for a third term?
No.
It's because that man, whoever he is, has a big stomach and 12 girlfriends, rubbing his stomach all around. Other than that, if he has kids who are suffering like the ordinary Nigerians, he will not open his mouth, sit down there and say, Buhari should go for a third term.
Yeah.
Buhari's term is over.
He would have
we are waiting to see the new person, and we hope whoever is elected as the president of Nigeria will be the change that we need. Because people we already have now, is like we need to sweep all of them out of the political
Buhari is
APC. So
and when Buhari comes into power again,
He's not going to.
I'm just saying.
He will not.
But
if his 8 years is due.
If he does, you should definitely know what happened in Kogi State is happening up there too.
Well, it has been happening before. It has been happening before.
And it's still becoming worse and worse.
And sweetie, do you know another thing is President Muhammadu Buhari, after knowing and hearing reports of tons of riggings in Bayelsa and Kogi State, was one of the first people to wish Yahaya Bello a congratulations on becoming the governor.
Okay, yes. I think I saw that.
Buhari was one of the first people to wish the man a congratulations message.
Mr. President,
Buhari,
when you know about all these things, me, if I had gone to see, or if I had seen this online, or if I heard this, even if I had heard it, I wouldn't really believe, because it's just rumors going out that there could be defamation and things. But I have seen a video of people stealing ballot boxes, and me being the president, I know that these results are fake.
My dear, you know,
and I still go on to
congratulate him. Let's leave them. We know they've been rigging, and that was tons of report that happens and our opinion about it. We still have a couple of discussions. We have two guests actually waiting for us. Let's allow Yahaya Bello and his new political position, or his continued political position. Which one of the those of you in Kogi,
this is so heartbreaking.
You wise. You have to be wise. Stand for what you believe, not for what they tell you or what they instruct you to do. This is still the opinion right here, where we share our views and thoughts on trending issues. Follow us on various social media handles, and let's get interactive. We'll go for a short commercial break. When we come back, I have a guest in the studio, and he will be discussing with me the closure of Nigerian borders and its effect to the economy. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Daddy Humble. Are you wondering why I and my friends are always happy anytime we hang out? Are you also wondering how I cope with my work, no matter how hectic it is? I know you'll be wondering why my woman is always happy anytime she sees me around. I have no other secrets than small body, big engine bitters.
Original alcohol drink
made of herbal extras and caffeine flavor.
Product of Jubi Zion Industry Nigeria Limited.
Not to sell to persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Alright, you welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still the opinion, and as I made mention earlier before we went for that short commercial break, we're talking about the closure of Nigerian land border and its economic effect. I made mention earlier on that I'm going to be joined by a media entrepreneur. He's actually a journalist, RM.Z Steven. Sir, it's good to have you here with us. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great.
How's your week been so far?
Oh, we give God glory.
We give God the glory. I understand you've been following the recent announcement by Nigerian government on how they've closed the land border for this Unitide season. What's your opinion on that announcement?
Actually, my opinion don't really matter, okay. But there are some certain basic things that citizens need to know that I discovered that is not known to the public.
Okay, and what are those things, if you'd like to share with us?
The first thing is we have to look Nigeria as a country. Then we have to look ECOWAS as a bloc.
Yeah.
Nigeria is complaining. They placed a ban on rice.
Yes.
Since 2004.
Yeah.
From Benin Republic.
Yeah.
And to the nearest to other African countries,
of course.
2016. And we're in 2019, and they can still find this same thing that they've banned for a very long time in their local domain. You can see it everywhere. It's not something you can't find. It's not something that you have to look for a very long time, but it's something visible everywhere. So it's now, Nigerian government is now saying that this is a problem to us. And don't forget that Nigeria is being is surrounded by francophone
countries, of course. There will be nations around us.
And all this information is not known to us here in Ghana. People are looking at it that, because this thing is disturbing my business, how are we going to, they should just open it. Look at it. You want your own gain. The government of Nigeria also wanted their own gain. This is the problem we are having. Nigeria is having a lot of problems.
Okay.
They have the Boko Haram to tackle. They have the roads and transportation they have even the light, which is called NEPA over there.
I think the light is something that is not going to be solved anytime soon.
Okay, now the only thing that the old ECOWAS needed to support Nigeria to fight is ban of importation of rice. They made it clear, it's visible, that this and this and this is happening.
Yeah.
And because of all these things, people are also using the opportunity to come in. They said clearly, when I gave a call to one of my friends who is a medical doctor, to one of the governor, he's a personal physician to Governor of Benue State.
Okay.
He was here in 2010 for his program with Kolebu for consultancy examination. He said, look, I like Ghana. Everything is happening in Ghana. I like it. I'm serving a PDP government under Benue State. But what Buhari is doing at the moment is good. He said, you come to Nigeria and see what is happening over there. They bring all sorts of things and dump over there. When are we going to grow?
I think, don't you feel that the major problem we are facing as a people is not just these items they bring, it's the corrupt system we have at the various authority level when at the borders?
You see, when you want to pick it from that hunger,
yeah.
You get me, you have a point. But this thing is deeper than that.
Mm-hmm.
The people at the border, they are human beings, they are not spirits.
Of course, they are.
And these importers, they are not going to use somebody that is not close to you. Mm-hmm. They're going to use your sister, they're going to use your brother. Really? And when your brother is bringing this thing, what are you going to do? So you are, the only way how for now I see this said is, let us close the border. Let us frustrate these people.
So you are in support of the shutting down of the border, in as much as, because one thing a lot of people have come out to say is that fine, it is downplaying on smuggling of goods into the country, but it has rather increased the price of certain commodities. Do you think, if you are supporting the government, do you think for a layman Nigeria that would work for the person?
I'm not supporting the government, but based on information that I have,
yeah,
I look at it that we need to join them.
Okay.
It's not that maybe the border is going to remain closed forever,
no,
but they are looking at it that which measure can we use to reduce this thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, now, are we going to say Ghana should close their border? The other day, I learned one of the retired diplomat, ambassador to the former ambassador to the UK. He said something that gladdened my heart. He said, "Look, you cannot say Ghana should close their border. What are you closing border for?"
Okay, sir. So I wanted to ask you this, because a lot of people are saying that because of this closure, it has reduced the level of goods being smuggled into Nigeria. But here's the case: the government is so much concerned about rice. What is your opinion about that?
I would like to point out something from here too.
Okay.
They close the border.
Yeah.
Goods are not going out. Goods are not coming in through the land.
Yeah.
And we need to specify it.
Okay.
That it is the land border they close.
It is the land border that has been closed. I think.
If you want to take something to Nigeria, they say bring it through the water.
Through the water.
Bring it by air.
By air. And those mediums are very expensive.
It's not as expensive as you think. One of the best way to even take something to any country is by water. It's the cheapest.
It's the cheapest. Oh, I don't think a lot of people are aware of that, because they feel because the border is something they can see, so it's quite easy for them.
They know that at that place they will capture everything. You don't smuggle something by water. Yeah. You don't smuggle something by air, but you can smuggle through road.
Through road. So that's where their focus is on.
And one thing, there are some people who are Nigerians, they are Benin, they are Togolese, and they are Nigerian all together. Another thing also, according to source, is that Nigerian government is not fighting their neighbors. No. They also have a very strong belief that it is not the Benin that are importing those right to Cotonou and smuggle it to Nigeria. They believe that it is still the same Nigeria.
The same Nigerians. So this is something I've been trying to ask a couple of people who come on board. We're talking about certain issues. First and foremost, we have an administration and we have certain rules and certain, bans has been put in place. Why do we have these systems not working? Because the people who are giving these bans or giving these regulations have the authority to actually implement this initiative. Why is it not working for the past couple of years now?
It's not working not because of the system or the people who is implementing it.
Yeah.
But it's a joint something that we needed to work together on.
Okay.
You get me? You see, all these things that we want to apportion blame on certain quarter, we should also look at what are we doing about it.
Okay.
Though this thing, there are some people who specializes in doing something that is illegal.
Yeah.
They are born into it.
They are specialized in doing something that is
they,
professional.
They don't like doing something that is legal.
Yeah.
Because I check onto what Nigerian system wanted you to bring to their country. Yeah. It's there. Why can't you take those things to the place?
Yeah.
They have a long list of what they don't want you to bring.
To bring into the country.
You get me? Because I was listening to a certain particular. He said, how can it be that they still wanted to import ordinary paracetamol?
Well,
we
have pharmaceutical companies producing paracetamol in Nigeria.
You see, all this kind of a thing is a long list. Check it. And other area that you needed to you can import, they are there, but they won't go into that area. Okay. They feel that a lot of people is going to bring that, but if I try a way of bringing in so that is being banned already, I'm going to make a big profit margin. All this kind of a thing, we have to check it. You see, most of the time we keep blaming. Actually, Buhari administration have really been bombarded by people who don't really like him as an individual.
As an individual, yeah. And I mean, a lot of people still feel the past 8 years for Nigerian has been hell. I mean, that is what people's a cross section of the country. I mean, people always, as you made mention, people always have their opinion. So I think, I mean, it's something. It's fair enough for people.
It's affecting every one of us right now.
Okay.
It's affecting us in Ghana. It's affecting in Sierra Leone. It's affecting up to Mali. And one of the funniest questions over there is they ask those people at the border over there. Do you know one thing is? This thing has been banned. I mean, the border closure has been since August 17. Still, truck has still been moved down to the place. Up till now, they are still going. What are they going for? Where are they going? They've announced it. They made it known. Don't go. Why are you leaving?
So this is what I feel that they also need to do, because, come on, I mean, they say you live by example. You live by example. That is to say that if this government are putting out these measures, they should also put out measures to implement it. They should see to it that whatever they are requesting is being carried out, because they cannot just sit in their offices and say, we're announcing this, and not seeing to it that it's being done. Don't you feel that is a problem as well?
When you talk about closure of border,
yeah,
it's not a one-man show.
Yes.
It's something that concerns every one of us in this West African country.
Okay. But we have specific people who are in charge.
Specific people in charge. If you are talking about, for example, let's pick police as an example.
Yeah.
Police have a specific they need to do.
Yes.
But don't forget that we as an individual, we can frustrate the police not to get anything they wanted to get.
True.
If there's a killing around this place, for example,
yeah,
and you know something about it, I know something about it, and I decided I'm not going to. Police will just be roaming about.
Yes,
they won't get anything.
That's true.
So one thing is, the problem at this moment is a problem of the whole West Africa. Let us look at it. The reason why I say it's a problem of the whole of West Africa is this is 67% of the economy of West Africa is controlled by this same country we are talking about.
Of course.
Also, Afo was saying it the other day. He said, you don't need to get angry. This is a big economy. You can't do. It's not that maybe they are not respecting the other country, but we also should look at it that other countries are not also respecting them. Because fine, Benin Republic is about 4 or 5 million people. And if you look at the quantity of rice being imported into that country, where is it going to? 5 million people cannot consume it.
It's like a medium. I mean, Benin is just a medium for it to pass through.
You get me? So Benin Republic have to do a lot. The whole West Africa needs to join force and say, Benin, you have to do something. If Benin had agreed to a table, I believe this problem will be solved.
So you feel one of the body that needs to also join in this, in solving this problem, is Benin Republic?
Is Benin number one.
Okay.
Then the whole West African country.
West Africa. I feel I feel that the whole West Africa, maybe they are not, cooperative enough to actually handle this.
You see, because of the division that happened in Berlin as far back as 1913.
Yeah.
Is it affecting us?
It's still affecting us. But I feel, that is a topic to be discussed.
We don't see ourselves as brothers. We don't see ourselves as relative or family. Everybody is concerned about what I'm going to benefit from it.
That is the problem. That is a major problem we're facing now. And I feel that is something that is affecting not just the governance system, but we as individuals, as black people. I feel that is something that we should all pay heed to and try to want to move away from it. But sir, before I let you go, I mean, as we're speaking right now, the closure of the border, in as much as some people are still finding their ways to carry out their activities because they can afford it, there are those who are literally suffering from it. The people are literally suffering from it, crying from it. Ladies, women, traders, they are not able to push through because they don't have the funds to bribe the people like the big truck people are bribing. On a real, I think that is happening. What would you say to those people?
That is what you say as a layman. See, this thing we are discussing is far, far deeper than this.
Oh, yeah.
For me, there's one miracle or one magic that they are performing right now.
Okay.
Truck is still moving all the way from Mali, Senegal. When they've had 3 miles down the lane, the border has been shut down. New truck is still moving.
How?
It's a big question.
Well, it's your opinion. And you have any final words to say?
What I will say is, let us work together as one body.
Yeah.
I see no reason why we should lose hope
Yeah.
that the border will be closed forever.
Yeah.
They promise. Ghana foreign minister has gone there and they pleaded. They asked for them. They've listened to what Nigerian government is saying. They are not after Ghana, but they should look for a way for Ghanaian produced goods can keep on moving down to Nigeria. For example, like Keseprope, it's really crying.
Yeah, true.
Crying heavily. So all these things they needed to do. It's not by being how will I put it, talking harsh or trying to retaliate or do some other few things. No, it's not supposed to be like that. Let us dialogue. Even if you fight today or you go for anything war, you still come back to the table of discussing for peace. So why do we need to go on up to that level? Why can't we just romance? These are people that we have been trading with for a very long time. There's a way out. If Nigerian is insisting, let us look onto the reason why they are insisting. And when we come back, we should also make it known unto the public that this and this and this and this Nigerian government is saying. This is their stand and this is what they are saying. They are saying they are not after us. Yes, they are not after we Ghanaians, but they are after a particular country that they've been dealing with for a very long time. I believe if you come together, join them, we'll be able to solve it so that all of that business can go on. Because of rice importation, it's affecting many businesses.
That's true. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Stephen. It's been great having you in the studio. I hope you create time for us to pass through once in a while.
No problem.
Okay. So, he said it all. The only way we can solve this problem is coming together. The West African nations should all come together and make this work. We're still talking right here on The Opinion. We'll go for a short commercial break. When we come back, Kafu will be interviewing Akan based on the recent allegations or rumors that the Ghana government is planning on creating a national shrine. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Daddy Humble. Are you wondering why I and my friends are always happy anytime we hang out? Are you also wondering how I cope with my work no matter how hectic it is? I know you'll be wondering why my woman is always happy anytime she sees me around. I have no other secrets than small body, big engine bitters.
Original alcohol drink
Made of herbal extras and caffeine flavor.
product of Jubi Zion Industry Nigeria Limited.
Not to sell to persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Alright, so you're welcome back from that quick commercial break. Like Kelvin said, I will be having a guest in the studio. He's actually here with me. His name is Akan. He's a musician. So we're going to talk about a little bit about his opinion on the consideration of the government trying to build a national shrine, and most importantly, we're talking about his music. So you're welcome, Akan.
That's it. That's it.
You look good. I like your hairstyle.
That's it.
Is there a reason? Do you just decide to do this, or you have a reason?
I mean, I'm blessed with lots of hair, so.
Okay, so
yeah.
you
Why
want
not
to show the
flaunt?
people you have plenty hair?
Yeah, why not?
But people cut off their hair.
I mean, unfortunately.
For how long have you been growing it?
2.5 years.
What?
2.5 years.
2.5 years?
Yes.
Okay, we'll come to that later. So, for the sake of the people who don't know you, I'm sure most of our viewers would like to know about you. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Akan. My name is Akan.
Yeah.
I do rap, Kasahari.
Okay.
I'm a rapping tree. Yeah, and hip life. Yeah.
You're a hip life artist?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so is that all you want our viewers to know about you?
I have an album out, Unipakuma. I released 2 years ago. I have a new video out, Aprodo. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I think we'll come back to him more, but before we come back to you, let's move a little bit into the topic of today.
Yes.
The government is considering to build a national shrine for Juju worshippers. What is your take on that?
I think it's a good idea and a good initiative.
Oh, it is?
Yes, I think so.
Why?
I mean, for us Africans, I think that's the first way. Before any other religious whatever came into Africa, it was the traditional religion. Yeah, that was how we communicated with God. So why not?
But don't you think it's going to be a little bit difficult because we have traditional worshippers,
yes,
and they have different gods.
Yes.
You see, we have a cathedral.
Yes.
It's for Christians, and
yes,
it's God. We serve one God, and
yes,
then we have a mosque. National. It's for Muslims. So
yeah,
since they have different gods for
yeah,
different people, how are they
yeah,
going to all come together and worship in one?
I mean, that's like saying Christians go to one church. You understand? That's like saying Christians should all go to one church, and because they don't have one church, it wouldn't be possible. You understand? Because we have the Pentecostals, we have the Presbyterians, we have the Apostolic, we have the Charismatic, but they're all God. You understand? So it's God that we're worshiping, and we worship God through smaller gods. Yes. Just like how Christians worship God through Jesus, and then Muslims worship Allah through Prophet Muhammad. Yes. So
you think the traditional worshippers, even though they have different gods, they're still worshiping God?
Yes.
All right, so you're just telling me this right now.
Yes, that's it.
All right, so let's come to you. Let's come back to you. I've seen the music video of your new song, Aprodo. It's quite educated, and it looks like it has this traditional vibe in it. So before we come to the music video, actually, let's talk about your new song, Aprodo.
Yes.
What inspired you to write the song? Why Aprodo?
Aprodo.
Yes.
Charlie, Aprodo. So Aprodo first of means going on a mission, going on a journey.
Okay.
Yeah. So with a goal behind, you want to go achieve something.
Okay. So that's the meaning of Aprodo.
Aprodo. Yeah. Tia pro. You're going on a journey.
It's G.
It's G. Yes. Yeah. Tia Prodo. Tia Prodo. We're going on a mission and to go find something. It could be depending on who is going. It could be money we're going to find. It could be fun. It could be we're going to chill. It could be ladies. It could be
Really?
I mean, yeah.
Going on a mission to find
ladies. Yeah. I mean, ladies can go out to go find guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like that. Yeah. So that's Aprodo, and it's part of my album Onipa Kuma, where it talks about life in general and what we want to aspire, what we aspire to get in life. And
when did you release that album?
That was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, Onipa. Yes. So Aprodo touches on the part where I'm saying there's a future approaching very soon, and so we need to go out there, go get
something to secure what comes in the future.
I'm on my teeth, so I smash in a bente. My home team up on my chair, and I'm saying, Near Consul, no way, he know, but I've got no idea about my mini. If you're dead, you may so be a bante. My think case and I'm move on tinting. So no crime on the nose, I'm a down, I'm a dad, to be a in a genge.
So let's move to the music video.
Yes.
Who's the director? Who directed that?
So it was directed by Kwame Buedi and myself.
Oh, you're a director?
Yes, yes. I mean, I'm the first director. I wrote the song, so I mean, it all starts with visualizing the song, to be able to visualize. Okay, I want to talk about this, and this is how it's going to appear. So I was the first. I wrote the script for the film, and then he co-directed to make it come out. Yeah.
So what is the mind behind the video? I mean, because it has this traditional vibe. I know you're all over tradition. So what is the mind behind that?
Yeah, so it's about representation, listening to the song and then finding ways to represent it visually, so people can we can communicate it to people. So we have a place where you see me sitting in the wheelbarrow with people pushing me, people behind me, in a very small lane in between some walls that talks about how how narrow the way to success is, but regardless, we are pushing forward. Yes, and
so they're saying it right now.
Yeah, and we have people behind me, pushing me, supporting me. We also have a place where, if you listen to the song, we say "Menam Kwantimpoi." So Kwantimpoi means highway in Chi. So you see me driving, and you see people. I turn like this, and they turn like this.
Menam Kwantimpoi so kane ba makwemu amefa so abame ho ama hu ebego me so na makwemu wada how many abesame so.
We also have a place where you see some kids pointing to me and giving me the go-ahead, giving me the support, and announcing me in the chosen one. Yeah. So it's about representation. Yeah.
All right. So let's move away from that. Let's talk about your projects. Do you have any new albums, since you have an album already? And I heard your songs as one of the best-selling songs.
Yeah, we're doing good.
How do you do that?
Just write good music. Yeah, just write good music, good promoting, good marketing. Yeah.
Then you're really making money out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, then I think I'm going to get my own share before you leave.
You will.
All right. So talking about projects, do you have any new album?
We're in the studios right
music?
now. Yeah, we're working on a few things. We're playing around. Hopefully, very soon we get to hear something.
New music or album?
Album. New music is music. Yeah.
I mean, you get to drop the songs. Before you think about
the albums.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're in the studios. We have a lot of things.
Okay, we're waiting for you. I'll actually be following. Do you have any events?
Yes. We have a concert coming this Saturday. This Saturday we have a concert at Zen Garden.
This Saturday?
Yes. Yeah. Zen Garden.
You're starting early.
Yes, I am. Yes. 100 cities only. Comes with a free champagne.
Only?
Yes.
100 cities only?
Yes, yeah. Just come have fun. Lord Paper is performing. Papi is performing. Lady J is performing too. Yeah.
Where is the venue?
Laboni. Zen Garden. Yeah, Laboni. Laboni. Yeah.
All right. So Akam, before I let you go, I want you to give us a little freestyle, because my ears are itching.
Monti asie se koma me a ebi besom so na nkoma me akoyo bregu na akoyo bregu nso a na madane ade so agumu so senze ma abosom no ye yi ache ama me hu ne se a wonto ato aso ebeba so asese ne tina me pa kwan de ato na eche ma samenase na tie sisie na watimagina so na watwe mu na wasosoro a wanchere tentene ye saa no wonam so a watimi dionse siwobo na wato obo ayi achia intimide no pinten minya kotuku mfa me kra bi mpo nhemi da achia semtina me brenne boso me yira na matena se ahomachina.
Speaks a lot of sense.
Grazie.
You're good.
Grazie. Grazie.
I actually enjoyed myself. Thank you so
Grazie.
much for joining us.
Thank you.
today.
Grazie. Grazie.
And by the way, I like your hair.
Miss Medase. Miss Medase. I like yours too.
Thank
Yeah,
you. I did
yeah.
it myself actually.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
I'm good at everything. Alright, so thank you so much once again for
welcome,
coming.
welcome.
Alright, so guys, thank you so much. We'll be coming back with Kelvin to talk about more. We'll be right back. Yeah, so we are back. Like I said earlier, Kevin and I are back in the studios. That was my guest, Akan. He's a musician. You heard everything he said, and we didn't really get to discuss more about the shrine building, and because I feel it doesn't make sense.
That actually looks like the chief priest himself. Oh, seriously, not to.
Yeah, he does.
He represents that because he's more like a traditional person. Like.
Yes, he is. If you paid attention to the conversation we had, his songs and everything is all about tradition. When he talks, I think he talks like a mature, like an old
goss.
I don't know, but his words, like the way he raps, his lyrics is not a lyrics that a youth or someone ordinary would talk.
He's presenting.
Okay, he said he does more research. Oh, so
yeah, and
from his grandparents.
Well. Yeah, and I actually commend him for his way of communication. In as much as his opinions about religion is totally different from mine, I still feel.
What are you saying?
My dear sweetie, his opinions. This is what the show is about. His opinions and mine are totally different.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just leave it like.
Let's
like
take
that.
it like that.
It was great having those guys in the studio with us.
Yeah,
Right?
it was.
So what is happening right now is this rap, we've actually done it like 3 times.
You were cut.
The first one, the producer will cut.
Yes.
We'll do again, it will cut. If you try this nonsense, the thunder that will fire you will be a Christmas thunder. Anyway, once again, my name is Kelvin FNK. You can follow me on my social media handle is Kelvin_FNK. I want to say a very big thank you to the man behind the camera, Mr. Femi of X.
FA Pizzles Photography. Kelvin, how many times am I supposed to tell you
this? Because has been cutting us. And I also want to give a shout out to the brief man behind the editing bench, Triggered Larry. His social media handle is what?
Triggered Larry.
Right.
On Instagram.
On Instagram. Yes. And finally, I want to say very thank you to the man behind my outfit. It's Rooms Clothing, all the way from Nigeria.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, how?
I'm an international person, girl.
Okay, sorry. Guys, we've been getting your comments, and we are getting really good comments, and we want you to keep your comments coming, and let's find a way to tell these politicians that they are not doing their work and they are supposed to do what will benefit the people. Yes. So as usual, Shine is behind my outfit. You can check her out on Instagram at SHCouture by Shine. And my makeup was also done by Bikiniki. You can check her out on Instagram as well. And you can follow me on my Instagram handle at mag_cafe.
Okay.